Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
An FBA sister that left the United States of America to settle in Africa, specifically Tanzania, 8 years ago, says there will never be a good time to move to Africa. Watch this clip, we'll come back and discuss.
So I've officially lived in Tanzania for 8 years. Yes, 8 years, you guys. And before I moved, I didn't really do too much planning. It was really spontaneous. And I got a lot of feedback from people saying how crazy it was, how scary that could be. Like, are you sure you want to do that? Yada, yada, yada. But what's crazier? Staying in a place that's not feeding your spirit, where you're not growing, where you're not being challenged in a productive way. Because yes, life in the States can be very challenging. But what's crazier? Staying in a place where it doesn't sit right with your spirit, or going off to explore and going off to get what you want out of life, going off to tap into something different, to a whole different vibe. So many people wait for the right time to come and to make a move and do this and that. The fact of the matter is, it's never gonna come. You have to make that moment.
As she stated, she's been living in Tanzania for 8 years now, and it sounds like she doesn't regret it, but it sounds like she believes that whenever is the right time for you, you just move. You don't need to sit and wait for a specific time, or like there's never a right time, according to her at least. We're seeing a lot of people deciding to move to the continent of Africa, especially nowadays. Countries like Benin, Ghana are giving out citizenship and allowing African descendants to come to their country and have a citizenship, be allowed to own land and, you know, own businesses in those countries. So we're seeing an increase of people that are moving to the continent of Africa. But we also witness people that have decided to actually move to Africa, and they do make that move, and it's hard for them to cope with the culture shock, because obviously, there is going to be a culture shock even within Africa. There's many countries, and when you move from the east to the west, from the south to the north, there's always going to be a difference in culture, and that usually shocks people, and they decide that this is not for them, and they move back. So I guess it depends on the person and what they're looking for, but my advice would be always first travel to that country, see the people, how are they, look at the markets, not just the supermarkets, but also the land and the infrastructure. And everyone has their own preference, and some people are just nomads, especially the digital nomads. All they need is internet, and they just want to be close to nature, the beach, the forest, whatever they choose, and that's all they care about. They don't care about the city life. But let's say you care about the city life and you choose one country when a better option would have been, let's say, Ghana, because you like certain things, but then you chose a different country because you didn't do your research in advance or travel first to see which country fits you best. But anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are, especially those that made the move to Africa. How is your experience so far, and which country did you relocate to? I am Wongel Zelalem.